G'day grade 8. So moving on to our fourth topic, our third lesson though, but our fourth topic being angles around a point. So angles around a point basically is all angles around one point that add up to 360 degrees. So we must remember that all our geometry is going to be a combination of questions. So it can be complementary with vertically opposite. It can be adjacent supplementary with angles around a point, so it can be a combination. So I'll show you now in the book what I mean by angles around a point. So angles around a point meaning this. If I take this and I draw and I move from here and I go all the way around, that's 360 degrees. Okay, so that's an angle around a point. Let's give you the first one I wanted to show them here. Okay. Let's look at this. This is your first question you're doing in your exercise. I'm going to show you how to do it. Now, don't worry about this working out. It's working out wrong. So, all right, but can you see that I've got it? So from here, from this, I'm not going to draw on this book because it's my workbook. From this line, if I move all the way around back to that line A, it's 360 degrees. Okay, so 47 plus 75 degrees plus 155 plus what will give me 360 degrees. That's how you work out angles around a point. It's as simple as that. So I'm going to work that one out. I was going to work it out now over here. Okay, so let me just put this over here. Okay, so I want you the picture and there. Okay, so this is how you work this guy out. Right. So this is just showing you, and then I'll do another example where all the notes are. So I would say angle X plus 47 plus 75 plus 155 all must give me how much? 360 degrees. Okay. Reason, I'll show you the abbreviation later. The abbreviation is angles around a point equal 360 degrees. So do you see I just point as PT, angles there, so abbreviation, right? I can add all of these up. Gosh, I don't have a calculator now. Let's see what Manisha did here. How much did she go? She just moved everything across. Okay, so let's try and let's do it. 47 and 7, let me work it out. 47, 75, 155. 5, that's 10, 17, carry. That's 70. That's 5 and 5, that's 10, that's 17 again. And then that over there is 2. So it's 277. And then so 277. Okay, so I'd add up all of that. I hope I'm right here. 277 equals 360 degrees. Then because of my equations, I'll take 270 over. So equals 360 minus 277. So let's take
23.
Is it 23, yeah?
Oh, no, sorry.
No. 360 is 83.
Yes.
So x is equal to 83 degrees. Okay, so all I did was I said that those plus x must give me 360. It's angles around a point. Okay, I couldn't look back at this drawing over here. Can I use adjacent complementary here? No, because we have a right angle. No. Is there a straight line for adjacent supplementary? No. Is there vertically opposite? Now look here, there's no vertical opposite. Some of you kids will think it's vertically opposite. That and that are not the same lines. Remember, vertically opposite must be two lines straight to go up here, babe. Two straight lines. So that and that are vertically opposite. If you look here, that line there is not going all the way through like that. If it was that and then maybe C going all the way through, there's nothing vertically opposite here. That's not vertical opposite because it's not the same line. The vertical opposite must be two lines cutting. Okay, so that's angles around a point. Okay, so let's look at my notes for today. So I need you to take these notes down. So you write geometry, angles around a point, put your abbreviation. Okay, here's a combination question. Look at this. So he has angles around a point, right? But it's including other stuff. For example, do you see that these are two straight lines here? So what is x equal to? 40 degrees. And y is equal to 40 degrees because it's vertically opposite. So this exercise is angles around a point, but they are they are going to ask you to work out other ones first, or you have to work out other ones to work everything out first. So those to the same line, so you can say they're vertically opposite. So you start off by saying x is equal to 40 degrees vertically opposite. Now that I've got that, I normally take my pencil and I put 40 degrees in here. Now I've got 40. Now watch here. Is this not angles on a straight line? I've got 40, 80, and Z. So yeah, okay, now, just quickly, yeah. Now you're going to tell me, sir, angles on a straight line. Do you remember Jason Supplementary with just two angles on a straight line? Jason Supplementary, you just done them, you did them on Monday. Jason Supplementary, let's go back here. Yeah, the Jason Supplementary, two angles on a straight line. Now all of a sudden I'm going to just add in another line like this here and put another angle in here, 40. And then it's not adjacent supplementary because it's now more than two angles. Adjacent supplementary only with two angles. So if it's just that, you call it angles on a straight line. Adjacent supplementary is only when you have two. Okay, so I can see my wife is also a little confused now. So adjacent supplementary, only two angles on a straight line, right? Adjacent supplementary, yeah, only when you have two angles that are separated by a common line. Angles on a straight line also add up to 180, but they're more than 2. Okay, so let's have a look at it. So look here. So I've got here. Some of you will say adjacent supplementary, and I'll mark you right because I know you know what you're doing, but December I can't mark you right because it's wrong. These are angles on a straight line. So look here. This plus this plus this. It's on a straight line. It must add up to how much? 180 degrees. So most of your kids will say, okay, so Z plus 40 plus 80 equals 180 degrees, and you guys will say adjacent supplementary. It's not right. Adjacent supplementary only two, there's three. So you'll call this just angles on a straight line equal 180 degrees. Okay, so here's a new abbreviation, kids. You have to make sure you get this one over here. Okay, you have to add this in. So remember, it's also new. Angles on a straight angle 180. So it's Z plus 120 equals 180. What must I do with 120? Take it over. Z is equal to 180 minus 120. Z is equal to 60. So I have this is equal to 60 now. Now look here. Now I need to find out y. What reason? How do I find out y? You can use 2. You can just say this over here, angles on adjacent supplementary, because it's 2 angles on a straight line. Or you can do angles around a point. Okay, you're with me. So you can use angles around a point. So I'm going to do angles around a point. I don't have enough space here. So angles around a point would be, so it's angle y plus 40 plus 60 plus 80 plus 40 equals 360 degrees. And then you must say, in your reason, angles around a point. If I add up all of this, 180, 220. So angle y plus 220 equals 360 degrees. Angle y is equal to 360 minus 220. Angle y is equal to 80 and 60. What's 80 and 60? 140. Some of you could have done adjacent supplementary at the bottom here, and you would have got it right as well. This is not one way of doing that. Okay, let me just rule off here. I can't handle when I do this. Okay, let's look at the next question. Okay, remember they are not drawn to scale. Okay, these joints aren't drawn to scale, so don't go, because I know what you guys are going to do. You're going to try and measure every angle now. You're going to go measure, don't go measure angles, you're wrong. It's not drawn to scale. Reason why I'm saying it, look here. What is that symbol? What's the symbol over here? What does that symbol say? What does it mean? It's a right angle, so it's 90, eh? But does it look like it's 90? Mr. Evelyn's drawn it skew. So you see that it doesn't look like it's 90. If some of you are like me, I do engineering, graphics and design, EGD, it doesn't look like 90, but that is 90. So now look here. I've got 90 and 176. And I've got two x's, meaning that they are exactly the same. Okay, so that means I can work this guy out, because watch here. I've got x and x, so x plus 90 plus 176 equals 360 degrees, because they must all add up to 360 because it's angles around a point. This is all an angle around a point. So if this whole thing goes around to make 360. You understand? So angles around a point equal 360 degrees. You must know these abbreviations. You must take these rules down, people. I want to see these things. I want to see all of these things just once, highlighted and made sure you know all of them. So for example, this was Mr. Raveney's workbook. Vertically opposite should be highlighted. Adjacent sub must be highlighted. Now girls, don't highlight your whole book now, because I know you girls are going to do that. Just highlight them once in your book so you got them. Okay, now x plus x gives me 2x, and then 90 plus this. Whew, I need my calculator. 266, eh? Plus 266 equals 360. Check if I'm right. 90 onto that. Yeah, I'm just making sure, guys. 96, and that gives me 16. Yeah, 266. So 266. Then I take the 266 over. So 360 minus 266. So what do I need onto that? I need 34 onto that to make it 300. 34 and 60. What's 34 and 60? 94. 94. So 2x is equal to 94. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. Can you see this is equations? Eh? You need to know if you don't know your equations, and I did the equations with you guys. So we just finished equations. But if you've been ducking equations, now you don't know what's going on here. And what's half of 94? 47. X equal to 47. So then if I go here and I put a 47 in here and a 47 in here, if I add all of it together, it'll give me 360 degrees. Okay. So, grade 8, it's geometry. You have to know your reasons. Do you know adjacent complementary? Do you know what adjacent supplementary is? Do you know what vertically opposite is? And do you know what angles around the point is? Because they're all going to come out. And just so that I'm not scaring you, but I want you to know this. At the end of the year, you'll get a geometry question out of 30 marks. There will be 10 marks of easy ones, and then 20 marks of just one question with everything inside it. And you have to just put together like a puzzle, like Finding Wally. Have you guys ever read Finding Wally? To just find this, and it all links up. Everything links up. That's why I really like geometry, because it all links up. And when you find the one, you find the next, you find the next, you find the next, you find the next. So, let me know if you need any help. Get hold of me on Teams, chat to me. I'll put answers up tomorrow morning as well for the homework. Sorry, I'm doing this the night before. So I'll put up your homework today. I'll put up the answers today and the answers for this. So the answer for homework and this. I'll put all the answers up. God bless. See you on the flip side.